All right, so we are back with another edition of Seven Anubis Farms, and today we are starting a pig tractor. So for those of you who don't know what a pig tractor is, I don't know, it seems to be more of a generic name for anything that is more like a mobile hut for your animals, right? And so this will be for our Berkshire pigs. I went ahead and did a little bit of work, just because this is some tedious stuff right here. You probably don't need to see on video, but essentially, we have a 4x4 on either side. I got 10-inch caster wheels. They're kind of like a rubber, almost like a car tire type of material or something you would have on a big lawnmower, maybe something like that, right? But they're actually air-filled rubber tires to kind of go over the bumpy land and stuff. The front little 2x2 you see up front here is just a brace. But we'll start building up the structure on the sides. Use 2x2s to build the structure, and then I've got metal paneling we'll put up there. Maybe we'll even paint it. Who knows? Seems like we paint everything. Anyway, this is the start. There'll be a 2x4 in the back, right, and another wheel, and then essentially you'll pull it from the back, and I'll put some hooks on there. We can drag it around with our UTV or our tractor. And anyway, first step complete. We'll kind of go through the build process of this and getting it out and putting it out on the pasture so we can get our pigs out there working the land a little bit more. Okay, spent some time today working on the framing for the pig tractor, pig house, whatever we want to call it. Basically, it's all 2x2 construction. Just cut pretty simple stuff, right? 30-degree cut for the roof pitch. The pitch is 32 inches tall. It's 8x8 in general, the whole thing. Makes it for fairly easy construction, really. Anyway, got the framing up. Now we can put some panels on and continue the build. All right, got some of the panels up. Doing this project pretty much by myself this time. Everyone else is otherwise engaged. But it's fine, but I wanted to kind of show you the clamps. Kind of makes working by yourself almost necessary, but you can put all these panels on yourself. Just set them up there, clamp them on, straighten them out, clamp them down good, and then put in your screws. The screws I'm using are like sheet metal screws, and they have a little rubber grommet washer built into them to hopefully keep the moisture from getting into the hole, rusting out, or any of that. Yeah, unlike my really rusty clamps. Time to clean those up. Good Lord. All right. Anyway, more paneling to go, and we'll have an update. Okay, so we've done a little bit more work here. Did some cuts and some painting. Got the upper little triangles up here all painted. Got the first one attached. Looks pretty decent. It's a little hard to say on the film, though. It looks like it's missing spots, but in person it looks really good. You'll have to trust me. Anyway, this is our pig tractor. So I'm going to put the top on it, the other backing piece, and I might put a little hardware cloth in that corner up there. I intentionally left this corner open like this to have some heat escape, since the real purpose of this is really for pigs on pasture, right? So while our pigs are on pasture, this tractor will be the shade for them. Just a place for them to get out of the wind, get in some shade, get out of the sun. It gets really hot here in northeast Colorado. So anyway, but I think I'll put some hardware cloth over that maybe, just to kind of keep birds from going in. I don't know. Maybe it'll just look a little more complete. And we'll take some more video here when it's completed up here, and we'll get it outside in the sun and everybody can see what it looks like. All right, and here's our final product. It's the 7 Anubis Farms pig tractor, custom design and build. Got the top piece on and left a little bit over so it hangs over, so if it rains hopefully it won't go into the little holes on the side or on the top of the peak. Leave this brace board in until we get it moved. We're moving it now though. You can just hook this up to the UTV, and then I've got that covered with, it's a little hard to see, but it's covered with painted hardware cloth. Here's what everything looks like inside. Should suit pretty well for a pastured pig shelter. Highly movable so far. It's doing really well being pulled. Anyway, I think this is going to work. I bet you could probably get 6 to 8 big pigs in there. And they love laying all over each other to stay warm or sleeping anyway, so I'm going to just put on a couple of U-clamps, and that's through the sheet metal into the 4x4 at the bottom. And maybe this is a little bit better picture of this, but let's see, total cost probably, I don't know, $300 or so. And if you look at the pre-manufactured pig shelters that are out there, they seem extremely expensive, but at least they are around here. Something this size would have been easily $1,000. Anyway, if you need some more details on what exactly was used, I'll put a shopping list in the comments on this one if you want to build it, or if you have questions on it, put something in the comments and I'll be sure to answer it. Anyhow, another successful project.